the Packers. Can Green Bay avoid the sweep? The answer comes your way next on Madden Football.
The address is 1265 Lombardi Avenue. The place is known as Titletown. Welcome inside legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Partner, this should be a good one here in the month of October. We've got a couple of teams playing good football to get this season going.
And all offseason, Mike, coaches and teams, they talk about the importance of starting the season strong. And here in this matchup for early in the year, we have our first look at two teams that have started off strong. They're playing winning football. They're starting to really understand what their identity is as a team. And for this stage of the season, this is one of the better matchups we've seen so far, and it's going to go a long way continuing to unravel who are the teams we're going to be talking about come the end of the regular season.
And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. Led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft, it's Justin Herbert.
His skill set can be determined by the letter A. Arm talent, accurate, athletic, and he's got a kind of aura about him. There's something special that they know when he's under center, we have a shot. First-round pick. He's got everything you want for the quarterback position. He needs to take that next step from being a legitimate, bona fide franchise quarterback to a superstar in the NFL.
Here's a 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Herbert. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and Herbert. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Anthony Walker there to make the tackle. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Here we go. Now Fields. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Fields to throw for it. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. Give him 19 yards as they get the 4th down conversion.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Goff gives it to Gibbs. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. In motion comes Thomas. Here comes the jet sweep. We'll try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Here we go.
Throwing is Fields. That's caught over the middle by Thomas.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the stick.
Looks like Dan Campbell will go ahead and throw the red challenge flag here.
The previous play is under review.
What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right, but it only takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down, find a landmark on the field, and determine where the spot should be.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he's going to have the Lions first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, their metrics say go for it, sneaks the call, first down.
So some early intrigue as we have reached the end of the first quarter. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. Finding room to the 20. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Lions first down.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. In motion, it's Waddle. Now Gibbs. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's second down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Once again, it's Gibbs. Still fighting. What a run. Shedding tacklers. Picks up 9 on the play.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he's going the wrong way. Dropped back at the 7. They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. Fields to throw. That's taken in, and he's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
Makes the score Lions 7, Packers nothing.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. He has run the ball well to this point in the season, right there amongst the NFL leaders in rushing. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
15 yards on the play. And the Packers first down.
Herbert now on first down. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Back with more from Lambeau Field after this. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Shotgun now for Herbert. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
By Marcus Davenport. A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. This defense pinning their ears back, coming to get him again.
By Marcus Davenport. A loss of 5. It's 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. That's caught downfield by Waddle. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now, Fields. That's caught by Gibbs. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 12. First down, Lions.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Goff. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the 2nd quarter clock. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That is caught. What a throw. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Lions.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the 2nd quarter and the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Now Carlson to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions move out on top, 14-0. Final second now of this first half as this one is away. A return now from the 4. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Lions offense, Jahmyr Gibbs, set to get back on the field. And they love to find different ways to get him the football. Look there. He comes into this week 2nd in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. He's got room to the 45. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he will score. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. So they come up with a long touchdown on the little short pass. Greg, the quarterbacks love those pop passes, especially when they end up in the end zone.
Mike, you're well aware of the phrase in golf that there's no pictures on a scorecard. Well, in this case, there's no pictures on a box score because it doesn't matter if you throw it 1 yard or 50. You get credit for it all. In this case, he'll take credit for the touchdown.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Packers offense ready to get back at it. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off.
And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 70 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. First and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. They'll run with Gibbs. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down. Fields now. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. A pickup there of 25 yards. Good for a Lions first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
The Lions called their first timeout. From the 39, here's a first and 10. To throw is gone. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. In motion comes Thomas. They run on the jet sweep, and this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
When you come across on a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, in this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
That's caught on the right side by Waddle. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
On first down, it's Goff. And this will be incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a second down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, it sets up third down. Fields. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Quick throw here on the RPO, caught by Thomas. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. In motion comes Thomas. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. Now stoppage here for an injured player. That's Jalen Waddle, who's in some discomfort. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Receiver in motion, going right. They're going to go jet sweep on 3rd down. And that is not going to work out as planned. Maybe a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to create a little spark here on 3rd down. They go to the jet sweep. It can tend to be a little bit of an all-or-nothing type play, and when the defense sniffs it out, you make yourself susceptible to a loss, just like we saw here.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down.
Here we go. Go.
Back to throw is Fields. They're hauled in at the 2. And they will get the conversion. He's tackled down near the goal line, so it's not a touchdown, but it will be 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll go the wrong way, trying to use that speed to get out to the pylon, but he had to give ground, and they tackle him for a loss.
I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on him or been tipped off pre-snap, because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
Backed up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up 3rd and goal.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations. Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. Good blocking, and he's in. Justin Fields. Touchdown, Lions. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Lions will open it up. Here in this fourth quarter.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
The Lions offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. As we give you a look at the league's leaders in receiving touchdowns, you can see he's 2nd best among NFL running backs at this point in the year. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. From the gun, it's Goff. This one hauled in by Thomas. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Now Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout. And they'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. Second down and 3. Throwing here is Goff. This is caught at the 2. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. Here's the third and final timeout for the Lions. And the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ballgame. From the 1-yard line, first down and goal.
Here we go. 76. 76.
Goff to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
A second down throw for Goff. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Kendall Fuller. And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's...
The ball's out. But somehow it comes right back to him. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Over the middle, the tight end Musgrave. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
Set. Go.
Here we go. One final play. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. Packers set to kick this one away, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they